Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sales Lift AI. Got a special one for you today. We are going to be talking about prospecting here in the sales world. So, a lot of you out there, if you haven't seen my videos before, I like to talk about how we're using AI, specifically ChatGPT or Claude, to help us on a day to day basis to do what? Sell more stuff. And what does that make? Gives us more money, which is fantastic. I've been selling for 16 years, currently lead a sales team, but really want to just help people that are starting out and learning AI to use this. So what we're going to do today, prospecting. So by the end of this video, you will have a researched project, you will have a targeted call list, and you will have an email template that you will be able to send to customers that will help you get responses back. All right. If you're struggling or have been struggling with things like getting responses back from cold emails, this is exactly the type of situation you're going to want to use AI with, right? Making sure that you have the specific right information in there that you can get the research done to have those better sales calls. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to pretend that I work for let's say a company that sells software into warehouses. All right. And what we do with those companies is, let's say, workplace safety management software. Okay. So what we want to do is we're going to target businesses specifically I'm in Wisconsin, let's say Wisconsin and Illinois. I have some things that I want to search here. But first, before we do that, here's what some of you might be doing on here. Not as helpful at all, right? So you're going to jump into ChatGPT. You're all excited. You're jacked up. You're going to sell some things. This is awesome. All right. Give me customers I can call who can't type, have manufacturing facilities in Wisconsin. Okay. A lot of you are probably doing this. The thing that matters the most when you're using AI, whether it be ChatGPT or Claude, you are going to want to be as specific as possible. See, here are some main companies, manufacturing facilities that pop up in Wisconsin, right? It goes by company, manufacturing location, what the manufacturer is, best contacts to target. Okay, this isn't terrible for just starting out, much better than just doing a Google search. But what we want to do is get very specific, okay? So the first thing that we're going to want to do is make sure that we are talking and telling our AI about our sales job, about what we sell, about what our customers are or who we want them to be. Okay. So I made this earlier. I did cheat, but I just want to show it as a good example. Okay. Instead of what I wrote, give me customers, and I can tell you how having manufacturing facilities in Wisconsin or whatever horrible bullshit that was. I want to make sure that we put something specific in here. So act as my sales prospecting assistant. I'm a business development rep for SafeTrack. That's the fake company that I just made up, by the way. We're selling like crazy. For those of you that want to jump on SafeTrack, man, I should be hiring for this because this fake company is going to go through the roof. Buy stock now. All right. Fictional, again, workplace company. So I talk about what it does. I tell them where my territory is, looking for companies with X amount of employees, the people I want to contact, right? Specifically, VPs of operations, safety managers, plant managers, EVS. And before helping me prospect, summarize my ideal customer profile, likely buyers, and the business problems our product may solve. This is going to give you a better, more targeted list that will help you get better leads, that will help you get more sales. Okay, so let's take a look at this as compared to our last one. All right, now we're getting a little bit closer. Your best fit prospect is a manufacturing company located in Wisconsin, Illinois with approximately 202,000 employees. Yep, we talked about that. Companies are likely to have. We talked about that too. All right, look at this. So much great information. So much great information. All right, so now that it knows exactly what our company does, it is going to have a much better time going in and getting the answers and the prospects that we are looking for. This is not a needle in a haystack. Use AI as a tool in your tool belt. Use it as a superhero costume. Put yourself in that Iron Man suit using AI and get more sales. So let's see here. I also made a new prompt. So we're going to have it build a prompt research plan. Copy this, please do. I will put it in the, what's it called? I'm new to that still. The place in YouTube on the bottom, pin. I will pin this so you can look at it, right? But I want to research Generac as a potential customer. Did I just say generic? My wife said that once. That was crazy, right? Create a simple prospect research checklist for me. Include basic company information, number of locations of facilities, recent growth or expansion, hiring related to safety or operations, leadership changes. All of these are going to give us way better targets. Watch this, guys. We'll let it do its work. Sometimes it likes to think more than others. But again, what we're doing, we first told AI what we do as a salesperson, who we work for, what type of customers we're looking at, right? Then when we get a target like a Generac, we can give it specific things within Generac that we are looking for. Boom, look at this. Company facts, questions to investigate, confirmed facts, opened a new Beaver Dam plant, probably something good that we want to know as salespeople, right? Look at all this information, guys. Highest priority research angle. The strongest initial trigger is the new Sussex manufacturing facility. I would agree with that. Okay, but you also want to verify, and this is very important, verify the information that ChatGPT is going to give you. If you're just going to make this list based on thinking that ChatGPT knows everything, you just make the list, fire off a bunch of emails, you have to double check some of this to make sure that ChatGPT is accurate. It's not 100% bulletproof. I wish it was, but then we'd also probably all be out of jobs. So make sure and validate the information. That is my main disclaimer for today. Make sure to double check some of this. But again, great tool. I look forward to working with you guys more here and telling you. I also, if you want to work with me and book some time with me individually, I'm a little bit scattered right now. It is Monday. It's one of my first videos, so just bear with me. Let's everybody breathe. All right. If you want individual coaching, again, I've been doing this for 16 years, lead a team of 15 people right now. Book some time on my website. You can find that website, again, down in the comments or on my channel. But let's talk about some more sales triggers here, right? Based on all this information, I want to know some more sales triggers. And I made these sales triggers for us earlier today, so we didn't have to mess around with me fumbling and bumbling all over this. But, right, based on all this information, new facilities, facility expansions, increased hiring, acquisitions, let's see what this comes up with. Again, our goal today, everybody, is explaining to AI what our job is, then building the machine to make sure it knows exactly what we are looking for, right? Then we have a fantastic prospect research plan. In this case, we're on Generac here very quickly. And now we're qualifying more and more answers to get the best possible leads that we can, right? We are getting rid of all of that minutia, all of that BS out of the way, so we don't have to go through that manually, call anyone we see in LinkedIn, call anyone we see on Facebook. We don't know exactly what they do. We want to be strategic. We want to have a good plan before we do this, and that is what AI lets us do, okay? So look at this. New Sussex plant, we talked about that. EHS manager, opening for Sussex, confirmed fact. Generac posted an environmental health and safety manager position. Why does that matter? A dedicated EHS leadership hire usually indicates the safety systems, policies, and reporting processes are being established or expanded at the facility. Why is that important? Because our fake company does exactly this, right? Policies, reporting, processes, safety systems. Ring a bell? Yeah, that's our fake company. I even forgot the name of our fake company, but that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so we have identified those sales triggers. Now we want to find the right contacts within Generac. All right, so we're going to ask it more questions. Feel free to copy these, right? Based on this scenario, rank the 5 job titles I should contact first at a manufacturing company. For each title, explain these things. What they probably care about, good to know. How they may influence the purchase, great to know. Whether they are likely to end up being a user, a champion, a decision maker, or executive sponsor, great things to know. Man, I wish we would have had this early 2000s. Not in college, though. I would have cheated for sure. I don't know how they stop people from cheating with ChatGPT. No, I wouldn't have cheated. All right. So let's see where this goes. We'll put this in the system. All right. Again, our goal is to get that specific targeted list in the 15 minutes that it's going to take us to do this, as opposed to coming in cold and not knowing who to contact. All right. So recommended contact priority. We have the position. We have why we want to contact that person. All right. Then we can cross-reference this. We have all the job titles that we're looking for. We will ask it, can you give us specific names? Can you search LinkedIn and give us names for these? It doesn't matter if you don't sell it or if you're nervous. Being recorded. Positions. Try not to have any dead air here. I know everyone hates dead air. Hang in with me, guys. We'll just do another 2 minutes and we will have that finished list. Okay, so it's publicly looking for all of the visible information. Again, the more details, the better. We put it in the system. We refined it. We came up with Generac. We came up with the specific roles. Now, how cool is this? We have 5 contacts identified for the exact specific reasons that my fake company exists. It's going to give a suggested message that you can steal for your emails. Okay. Which you can then make an email template for this position to send out to all of your customers. Okay. On here, if you're not sure how to download this, right, you can copy this table and paste it. You can put it anywhere. You can put it in your CRM, you can put it in your notes, you can put it in an email, save that, okay? This button here. But if you want to impress your boss, right? Hey, boss, these are the specific 5 people at Generac that I'm contacting this morning. Here's the email that I'm going to send to them. I think that you will get a reply. You have a much, much more likely reply chance sending what you're going to send tailored to them than just a, hey, I'm Doug at Joe Schmo Company. You want to buy some software? No. Be smart about it, people. Be as smart as you can. All right, so we will ask it, please generate emails for each person that I can send. All right, and again, when you get these emails back, make sure you don't just copy paste without reading them. You want to look at them. You want to make sure that they're accurate. Okay, so we have our targeted list of people. We now have the emails to send to them. That's 5 within 10 minutes of working, guys. 5 qualified, very good leads for our fake business that with this information will give you a much higher rate of return. Okay, so use this for your sales funnel. Don't just go out in the wilderness of sales and try to just cold email random people at these companies. Okay? Thanks, everybody. It's been a great Monday. Like and subscribe for more. I'm going to try to do this probably on a weekly basis. So if you have any comments, please comment below. If there's anything you want to see that I can do more of, I'm taking suggestions because I'm new at this. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.